Yes.
Okay.
Good
So that's
win.
my wins.
Love them.
Uh-huh.
Love them. Okay, Kirsten, what's your win for the week?
So I've been she mentioned endometriosis, which actually kind of like, oh, hey, I remember I talked to that person this week. So I've been following up with one of my coworkers, who actually has endometriosis. And then she's currently like thinking about it and everything because the job that we both work at, it's kind of like so talking to her about it and then talking to her as well as getting into the business part. So that's a win.
That's awesome. Yes. I think you, my thought for you is really going to be talking about the business because you're in that age bracket where people are like, yeah, I'll hustle for $300. Yeah. What do I got to do? Give me $300.
Yeah. And then I messaged Colby and I was talking to him a little bit.
Okay.
So I checked in with him and then I checked in with a couple other people who responded to my Snapchat story. And then I've been checking in with them as well. And then so they're either waiting for payday or looking for a new job.
Hey, we have a job.
Right?
This is a job, really. Just got my husband off of his job. So we got a job.
Exactly. And then I told him about that. I was like, hey, my friend, this is what's going on. And they're like, oh.
You can send them my Plexus Lexus picture if you want.
Plexus Lexus picture.
I have a Lexus that Plexus pays for.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the car we earn.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Okay.
It was a year ago now that you
I know. I had someone, did you see that my story like a year ago picture? So I saw someone like
it popped up in my stories. It was like, pick up the Lexus in my stories of a year ago.
Oh. Yay! Yeah, because it was like exactly a year ago. Somebody like, those little stickers on Instagram, the story things where you can like add your picture or whatever. One of them was like you a year ago. And I was like, oh, the Lexus. That's like exactly a year ago. So I threw that up because that was fun. I can't believe I've had it for a year. Yeah. Okay, Elise, what's your win?
Uh-oh. Did I freeze? You just froze like.
Oh. What's your
win? Yeah. Committing to working this as a real business.
Yay! That's huge. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's definitely
bring in another 1099.
It said my internet is unstable, so I apologize, ladies.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. What'd you say, Joy? 1099.
I said bring in another 1099. Rank them in.
Well, last year I did. It was the first year I got a 1099 for Plexus, so I was like, okay, well, here we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more W-2s. We're done.
No. I haven't had a W-2 job since I think I posted on Joy's. I was pregnant with Bennett, October of 2013.
Wow. I did I had like coaching technically was a W-2, I think, but like that's so different. Like I pretty much ran my team, like it was pretty much I show up, I like my team, I leave.
Of coaching at Clackamas Community.
Yeah. So I didn't really feel like that was a W-2. And so
and when you did personal training at gyms, is that a 1099 or is that W-2?
It was a W-2 that at the gyms, but we've been closed for 8 years since I was at the gym. So
oh wow.
Yeah, it was when I was pregnant. We closed when I was pregnant with Soph, March, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't had a well, besides coaching, but I feel like that's so different. I haven't been like a normal employee for 8 years.
A while.
Yeah. And even personal training, that it was commission too. So kind of different there too. Okay. My win was yesterday. I honestly, I was nobody was on the call. I was talking about this on one of my calls today. I was in a weird funky headspace for a couple days, and I actually, quite honestly, you guys, I was questioning my purpose and like my job, and it was just a weird thing. And yesterday I just sat down and I started working, and it all came back. I was like, yep, this is it. Like, I feel so on purpose right now. I just needed a couple days, you know. I took a day off. I was like, recognized like I'm hitting a burnout moment. I'm taking a day off. My phone is going away. I am just gonna be. And yeah, so that was kind of my recognizing kind of where I was and acknowledging it and finding, and then it was going into action. Sometimes we focus too much on like, how do I feel? What do I feel like doing? And I feel like, especially with this business, we go into the feel a lot because most people treat it more as a hobby. It's not your traditional job. You get to pick when you work or don't work. And so we go into that. Do I feel like working? Do I feel like showing up today? I don't know. And so that, I feel like that was where I was too much in the thoughts and the emotions and not in the action. And the action is where we create the momentum. That's where the things are created in action. And so I just started moving into action, and it just fired it all up again. And I was like stoked and excited. I'm like, yeah, this is absolutely what I'm meant to do and where I want to be. So that was kind of my win. That was fun. I wanted to kind of just open this up. Does anybody have any like questions on anything? Like any troubleshooting, anything about anything? Products? I don't care.
Well, so Kate's question that she sent me is about that the kids aren't loving the flavors of the kid products, both her kids and Lori's kids.
Oh, okay, they both got okay.
Lori's and hers.
Okay.
And Lori was curious about, well, and they both were curious about with the ProBio 5 opening it up, does that though negate the capsulated probiotic feature to it?
I don't know the benefit. I honestly don't know the full science behind that piece of it. It is still designed to activate in the intestines. So while it's not as safe, like it's not protected in its little shell, I think it would still be very effective. One thought with the kids' drinks, there's a lot of ways you can mix the drink. If you think about like how we mix up, we tell people to mix all our different drinks. You can do it with the kids' drink too. Like you can put it in orange juice. You can make it into a smoothie. Yeah. Put it in a smoothie with some vanilla protein powder, and it tastes like a creamsicle kind of thing. I'm not
gonna do it
juice, but
Bennett.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna try that for Bennett because he does like creamsicle, like that flavor, and I've never added it to his smoothie before. So I think that would be like a way to get it in for.
Yeah, just kind of.
Are her kids picky eaters, out of curiosity?
Mine.
They're just I don't know about Lori's kids. Kate says that the it's just overly sweet. For the chewable vitamins are, and so
I think they're I think they're good.
Yeah, I think they're good too. I when I was out of X Factor Plus, I was doing the kids chewables just for something. I looked at them like it's little methylated stuff.
Yeah. And they're also, if you guys have people like elderly that can't swallow capsules, they're a great alternative. I would have them take 3. But they're a great alternative for like anyone that can't swallow a capsule.
I have such a hard time swallowing those capsules. I think the first couple times of me taking the capsules, I like took the capsule and then I was like, oh no. I caught the capsule and I was like, okay, let's try this again. And then I did it. And then I was like, okay, let's see. Because I was taking one at a time.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to full send it. So I took what I take in the morning at once and it worked. So I was like, okay,
Oh,
it has to be in a bigger chunk, like I'm swallowing food really fast and I'm really hungry. Got it.
I used to be like it took me until a few years ago to really be able to swallow any kind of pill or anything. And it used to be this whole production where I'd swirl it around and I'd throw my head back and it would still get stuck. And now I can do 3 to 4. If I do any more than 4, like I can't do more than like 4, I'm at 3. Otherwise they get stuck and then it doesn't feel good. It's kind of my limit.
Yeah, that's a horrible
I
feeling.
think it was one day I wasn't gonna get home until like late, and I was like, I know if I don't take all of them in the morning, like right now, then I am not going to remember. So I literally took all of them that I needed for the day all at once. So that's like
You're counting all of them.
fine.
You have a lot of capsules.
A ProBio 5, a Bio Cleanse, and then the one that starts with a V. So that's like 5 right
Vital
there.
Bio.
Yes. Yeah, she has the gut health one. Okay, any other questions? I'll go over a couple things if there's no more questions.
No, I'm kind of sad. My shipment got stuck in freaking Reno, Sparks, Nevada, the big UPS distribution center there from all the snow that they got. So I haven't got my shipment yet from last month. I'm like, come on, I'm like out of Vital Biome. And
I know my order, I guess I didn't process it right away. I don't know. I'm out of ease. I've like
me too, girlfriend.
Today's my first
like,
day of not having ease, and my shit, like I feel like it shipped a little bit later than usual, and I'm like, I need my ease. Luckily my neck isn't all totally jacked up right now, or I would be driving down to my mom, bumming another bottle up.
Getting another bottle.
Yeah, I think at first it was like, oh, your shipment will be here on like, well, today.
Thursday and then Saturday. And
yeah, and then it was like,
Tuesday,
oh no, it's not gonna be there until the 9th. And I was like, okay. I was like, I still have extras of everything because I just started everything. So like they make you like when you first start, spread out everything and went with the guide chart or whatever it is. And then so I have like enough.
You'll be okay.
That's
You'll
awesome.
survive.
But like I was so excited for it because Active, I got a little free thing of Active and I'm super excited to try it.
We're gonna get you off your Dutch Bros.
Okay, not completely.
Yeah.
Not completely.
Help your budget though. It'll help your Dutch Bros budget. Yeah. Be more reasonable.
Hey, it's my birthday this month, so I'm excited because
You can go get your free Dutch Bros.
That's the only time I get Dutch Bros is when it's for free, when it on my birthday.
The only thing I've been to Dutch Bros once and I got like an Americano or something. I was like, do you guys just have pump coffee? They're like, no. I'm like, what is this place? I thought you were coffee.
Dude,
coffee.
I'm a basic white girl when I go to Dutch Bros.
And what does that mean? Because I don't drink coffee.
So I get a large chai with little to no ice, about 5 ice cubes. Literally, I will say 5 ice cubes with
she counts
oat milk, extra sweet white chocolate,
Here you go.
vanilla, soft top, and cinnamon sprinkles. It's really good. Okay.
Some chai tea thing. That's what I got with oat milk.
And if it's not chai, I'll put white coffee in it instead of chai, even though white coffee has like double the amount of caffeine, but it tastes better than the normal coffee.
Couldn't do it.
I just want to make sure I eat a big breakfast in that morning and I won't be shaky.
Oh. Okay. Go ahead.
I do have one more win. So Art found in one of his toolboxes. Do you remember Art from like a year ago? He found some Active and now he just found another bag, he told me, because he was moving some stuff and he's been using it. And I was like, Art, I need to ask him to come on Thursday night.
Oh, Art.
Yes,
He's a funny one.
he is. He's funny.
That's good. That's good. We're re-engaging people. I love it.
Yes.
Okay, so a couple things. We have our call on Thursday. I'm gonna be talking about it. Maybe I'm gonna be done talking about it today. I feel like I'm on repeat about it. So this week we're doing thyroid. Joy has been asking for like 2 months for thyroid, so we're doing thyroid finally. Thyroid is one of those big things. There's a lot of people that have various different thyroid issues, and so this is a call that we should be able to pack the house. I'm sure when I say thyroid, you're like, oh, boop 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 boop, like you're thinking of all the people, right? So that is going to be a call you want to invite people to. And when you're inviting to, you can say, not only invite them, but say, who else do you know that struggles with thyroid issues? So you want to invite them, and you want to invite them to invite their friends. Okay, that's a huge way to basically ask for like a referral, to get the word out, that kind of thing. When we're inviting people to our calls, it's, hey, can you jump on? Awesome. How about we bring a friend with you? Who would benefit from hearing about this? But this one I feel like is very easy, like since it's so specific, who else do you know that struggles with thyroid issues? Like it's a very specific thing, and they're gonna know someone. I do know it's gonna be a powerful call. The 2 testimonies are gonna be really, really good. So that's Thursday at 5:00 our time. I do know that that's not the most ideal time for us, but when we're working with East Coasters, it is what it is. And it will be recorded too. So that's the other side of it, is when I get I wish I could, I'm busy. I'm like, hey, if I sent you the recording, would you watch it? I ask people literally, would you watch it? Because that gives me the follow-up of, yeah, I'll watch it. Great. Here's the link. And then I follow up and say, hey, you said you were going to watch that. Have you gotten a chance to yet? Okay. So that is coming up on Thursday. And then another thing about kind of ways to expand our business, this is like asking for the referral. We don't have a brick and mortar where we can go open for business. Come on in. We're always open for business. So, but people don't know that we're open for business unless we're wearing a Mama Needs Plexus sweatshirt, you know. I'm walking billboard over here. So we have to put our open sign on. So that's part of us sharing and talking to people. That's our open sign, is talking to people. The other side of it is asking for referrals. At least, I don't know if you ever did this. I get this fairly regularly. Well, I'll get some random person rolling into my DMs that's a real estate agent asking for referrals. I feel like real estate agents are I have no problem asking for a referral. They are like all for the referrals. And I
wouldn't just ask
all.
a random person for it. There's some desperate people out there.
Yeah, it's usually like, I'm just starting my business. Do you know anybody?
Yes.
I'm like, you're sweet. No, I don't. But asking, if you ask someone if they would like to learn about what you do and they say no, following that up with a thank you. Like, first you thank them. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. No worries. I'm just curious. Does anyone come to mind that you know that could benefit from some extra energy, struggling with digestion issues, hypothyroidism, inability to lose weight? Like, you can, I always rattle off a few things that our products help with, which could literally be anything. And you're asking for a referral. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how we grow our business.
I just did that right now with the gal I'm chatting with. So yeah.
Perfect. And that's also what you want to do with your your customers, whether they're sharing or not. And something I am going to be doing this week is looping back with all of my people and straight up saying, hey, I'm the sole provider for my family now. And
Boys, kids. I was like, whose kiddos are going? Those girls that are supposed to be putting themselves to bed.
is it going as well as it did last night? They were supposed to put themselves to bed last night too. So I'm the sole provider for our family right now, and I'm looking to expand my business. I'm just curious if you're open to making $300 this month with me. And if not, is there anyone you know that you could pass on as a referral? And I'm going to go to people and say, hey, I know you're not open to this, but who do you know that would be? Because mama needs to make some more money. Yeah, my husband's starting a job in a month, but we have a month with him not working, and he's going to be a 1099. So who knows how much money we're going to be making? Nobody.
It's a leap of faith, lady.
It is, and I'm fully like, I'm so confident, and like I have such peace because I know this God is 100% leading us on this. I am a little worried about our savings account dwindling though. There is that. But that's what I want you guys to not have shame in what you do. What we have can literally save somebody's life. And I mean that full-heartedly, like this could save someone's life. I feel like it did.
Like Joy's client has lost 210 pounds in a year. Like,
she has another client too that he had a heart attack. It was a heart attack, right? He had a heart attack like almost a year ago. It was like last April. Michael?
Oh, yeah, Michael. Sorry. Yeah.
Not
yeah,
James.
Michael, James, and Katie with her severe gastroparesis that she now can function. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael had a heart attack, but he had just lost crazy, like 80 pounds or something. He lost a crazy amount of weight.
Between December and April, he lost 84 pounds with plexus. He had pneumonia and found out too that he was type 2 diabetic the previous fall. And then he ended up with, they missed CHF. And so that's another thing that he, after losing the weight, had his CHF became noticeable. But he said, absolutely, I know that losing the weight that I've lost has saved my life. Otherwise, the CHF would have just took him. So the fact that he went so long without it being caught.
CHF, congenital heart failure, or
congestive heart failure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just the heart is not moving blood as efficiently as it should. It's just
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like we can literally save someone's life. And I also like Katie's the whole different side of it. Wasn't weight. It was she literally couldn't keep food down. We have to eat. She couldn't get nutrients in her body. And then I always look at the mental health side of things too. Like,
oh yeah, she's still recovering from that because she dealt with so much of if I eat, it's going to make me nauseous. So, and then to get herself to eat, she needed she was surviving off of marijuana that would calm things down. And then she would eat the wrong things late at night and sleep. And so she didn't look like she was malnourished, but she absolutely was. And her brain wasn't working right. And then she had anxiety, like she's healing. She still is, but she can at least function and eat like normal meals and eat normal times of the day and be able to go out and not rely on the marijuana anymore to function. So, yeah.
Incredible. So that's what we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Saving lives. Changing lives. Have any of you I know Joy's listened to it, but the book club recording, have you guys, I've listened to it so many times I feel like I could quote him. But when someone asks you what you do, he goes, See how many eyes roll back in their head when you say, I change lives. It's like, we all change lives in some capacity. It's really, he has an incredible way of explaining or telling people when someone says, what do you do? Instead of like, oh, I help people, blah, 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 the typical I help. It is, how most people are struggling with their energy, their mood, inability to get out of bed in the morning, can't lose weight, just going about life with a lackluster feeling. Well, because of that, I help people heal their bodies with supplementation, simple lifestyle changes, and mindset. Because what is that? What's the next line? Shoot. I almost got it down. This is why I listened to it so many times, because it's like in my head. And because when the worst time to think about what you're going to say is when you're saying it, like right now. But it's totally taking that, like, I help people do this. And instead it's like, you are literally saying why this person needs you. Right? And they're also going to be thinking of other people while you're like, oh, I help people, da, 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 da. Because people are dealing with da, 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 and I help them by doing da, 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 da. They're going to be a little more interested in what you're doing instead of, I change lives. Joy's looking under notes of what it is.
I am. I know I wrote that down.
I have it written down too. I listened to that call.
Oh, here it is.
Times driving.
Here it is. Yeah. So, well, what I do is I help those people by setting them up with supplements to generate new levels of gut function and put themselves into situations that is fundamentally healthier, which means that they get to live longer and more full lives. They have a higher level of confidence and competence in all things they do in life.
The which means, you say which means twice. That's what it was.
Yes.
You know how most people, which means,
and well,
I help those people, which means that was the last part.
Yeah.
Which means that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You sound really smart when you throw out something like that too. You're like, my confidence level is. I love
you just got to say it with his accent now.
Oh my gosh.
Where's he from?
He's
he's British, I think.
Yeah. That's so funny. We were the play that we were at the other day. We went and saw My Fair Lady, and it takes place in London. And I was like talking about all the different places in London and stuff, and my dad was kind of giving me weird looks. I'm like, I lived there for 2 months, right? And my mom, I dated an Englishman. And my mom was like, yeah, with the Brit. And I was like, yeah, with the Brit. Yep. He didn't have a good accent though. It was it was more like, I love London. London's amazing. Okay. I was gonna keep this short and sweet. Does anyone have anything else?
I'm about to message you.
Okay. Sounds great. I gotta go clear out my messages anyways. Do I need to listen to the one from Kate now? Was there anything else?
Don't think so. I'll give her some suggestions about maybe breaking it all up into smoothie for kids. Yeah.
You could throw the multivitamin in there too, really.
Yeah.
It's just gonna blend it up. With the multivitamin, I would say just keep trying and they'll get used to it. Because I feel like that's like a lot of the flavors. Sometimes I like the Starfruit Guava, I'll be totally honest. I wasn't crazy about it when it first came out, and now I love it.
Yeah. So
sometimes it just kind of grows on you. So that might be with the kids, is it, give it to them a few times. If they'll take it, like.
Yeah. Yeah. I just tell them like, it's good for you. We don't do these things because they taste good. We do them because they make us feel better.
Yeah. I can do that with Sophie. With Jade. I can't get the girl to eat some damn meat on her spaghetti when she loves meat. I don't like meat. Like you, that half the time the only thing on your plate is meat.
She just wants to counteract her mama.
Oh my gosh, I love her. She's so cute and so funny and so strong-willed.
I was like so spunky.
So spunky. Her hair is the most fitting thing I've ever experienced in my life. I always try and tug it behind her ears and she pulls it out. I'm like, your hair is out to here. I want it crazy. Okay, baby. I don't think she's brushed it for like 2 weeks. Okay.
All right. I gotta get girls